Hey folks, welcome back to another Palm Mass video. Today let's check out the new 6-star EX of the Holiday Whitney and Sawsbuck over here, which again we're for this video we're mainly going to check out her nuke, which is like the big thing with her 6-star EX, right? And if you guys do want to check out like her terrains and all that, we already did a video on that before with the regular version, right? So over here, wow, that EX stuff is just really nice. I totally don't remember seeing that. Yeah, she basically, right, over here is the premium #1 normal type nuker of the game. Which, again, someone might be, rolling their eyes at, come on, normal type, who cares? But, like, it's, like I was saying, it's still, yeah, it's normal type, it's, you're not, you're off type against 30 types in the game, or not 30 types. How many types are there? Like 18 or something? Yeah, 18. I have no clue why I said 30. So, yeah, you are off type against 18 types, but all the other units are also off type against 17 types. so like just always having like an off type unit that does like, I think what, 5 something million nuke damage is always not a bad thing, right? And in some cases, I think in like, was it poison or was it ice? I mean, even like compared to on type, some of the like the top, some of the stronger ice or poison nukers, she still nukes more off type than they do on type. So in some circumstances, I don't know, I just don't feel it's as bad, right? I would think it would be a bit worse if it didn't have much of a nuke and like was mainly DPS. Then like normal DPS, I find normal nukes a bit more useful than normal type DPS, especially for a legendary gauntlet when most time you will be having damage shields that are off type, unless it's like something like Entei or Tapu Bulu that has like a billion units that they're like weak to. But anyways, all right, let's try it out over here first. And why do I have defense here? What? No status cushion. Let me just check this real quick. All right, we're good. So let's try it out against Wallace here again. And I know we have like Celebi, which means like we're probably like not gonna lose. But again, that's not the point. It's not here to win or lose the battle. We're just here specifically to see how well her sync nuke is, right? If you want to see all the other stuff, her tanking, how she works in the terrains, again, we already did another video on this. This one's just mainly, let's see how much, how well her sync nuke does, specifically. Okay. I guess we'll get one, just in case we don't get an MP fresh there. Right, okay. And get some more defense debuffs in here as well. And yeah, didn't get the MP first there, but that's alright. I didn't need to use Voice of Forest there, but whoops. Okay, let's see. What we do need is a Grassy Glide to get our multipliers up, because we do need them interfered, and we need terrain. Okay, so alright, we'll see how well this sync nuke is, which again, theoretically should be a pretty big one. So do keep in mind this is a off type 2, what's it called? The full HP, right? So I mean, it did okay. Right? That was like what, half at full HP, master mode off type. And it's not like any master mode, it's like Hoenn master mode, which I believe is the hardest one right now. Yeah, Hoenn. The most recent one. So that was pretty good. And it's gonna be even better in Gauntlet, right, as well. Does the terrain specifically matter for her, if you're running sync nuke for her? Not really. Although Grassy is still the best one. Again, it's not a huge deal, right? But the extra bit of defense debuffs that you get off of her passive from being in grassy terrain, right, is helpful for her nuke, because her nuke is physical and she debuffs physical defense in the grassy terrain, right? So yeah, grassy terrain is still the best even for her nuke. Damn, man. All right. I want to get another nuke in first though before we're done. All right, let's see if we could stall long enough without taking the opponent out, and so we could get another nuke in, which might be a bit hard, but we'll see. At least we have infinite terrain over here, so we don't have to worry too much. All right, come on, please don't do. Okay, that didn't do that much. All right. We should have it. And as long as they're still, you know, conditions all are up, and yeah, we're good. All right. Please, Crit, come on. So bad we got to get another one in. All right, even though it's, you know, 1 extra sync boost, but yeah, wow. Again, that's just off type, right? As it's always going to be off type because it's normal. And yeah, again, it's just best in grassy terrain, but the overall like multipliers and stuff don't really change in any of the other terrains. So if you do want to use her to nuke in any of the other terrains, that's fine too. Just again, the grass terrain just more physical defense debuffs, do a bit more there. But you know, for example, if you want to run her with like a DPS but like not that great of a nuke, right? That she could be a really nice option. For example, let's see, what's a good example in Psychic or Electric? Well, in Master Mode, I guess it depends. But like generally in Legendary Gauntlet, she's gonna nuke harder than most of your Psychic or Electric type strikers, at least, right? For the most part. Not all of them. I think there are a few that still nuke harder than her. Okay, so you know, unless you have super effective up, Whitney should nuke harder than all the Psychic and Electric type strikers, and some weaker techs that don't have like Tech EX, right? But yeah, it should nuke harder than all the Electric, and again, no super effective up. Psychic strikers minus Giovanni, Singsuit Luzamine, and I think was it News? Oh no. Ash, right? So that is that. So that's legitimately again a pretty nice option if you are you know, running her in like Gauntlet, which we'll go try out. Not Gauntlet, but like Legendary Arena. I mean, it's good for Gauntlet, but we're gonna try Legendary Arena right now. Makes sense. All right, now let's try it out against Tapu Bulu over here. All right, let's get into this one over here. We're not gonna use our trainer move, just cause I kind of want to save it for later, when like we actually need the crit defense, cause it does also give us crit defense, right? I mean, yeah, there's the terrain stuff, but there's also crit defense, which could be nice against Tapu Bulu, since I have like Crit Strike 2 on right now, cause you know we're trying to do the nuke grid showcase, which, you know, is like damage. You want more damage. Although you probably would want vigilance here instead. But or maybe not, just cause like again she does have crit defense herself, so I wouldn't, you know, rely on it, cause you only have like 2 uses of it. Unless you pick up like Sync Burst, right? Which is really nice if you're, you know, fighting any other, you know, Gauntlet like not named Tapu Bulu who sets grassy terrain for you. I wish if we get like future Legendary Gauntlets, we'd have more ones that set terrain. It's cool. just gives you a lot more options in terms of like, you know, which damage healers could be a bit more effective, right? Let's get a potion in here, even though we don't like need it HP wise, just for the move gauge acceleration, catalyzing recovery or whatever. There we go. Yeah, that's like the slight thing here. It's like yeah, when we flinch them, it just takes them longer to get their grassy terrain back. Should we just let them sink first, just so we can let them get grassy terrain in for us, so I don't have to do it myself? All right, we'll let them sink first, so they give us grassy terrain. Whoops, didn't mean to headbutt there. I think they're already confused, aren't they? Oh no. Oh, they got out of confusion. Oh well, confuse them again, I guess, for multipliers. Anyways, it's alright. I mean, we're probably not gonna lose here. I mean, even if like Whitney just completely got like exploded, like Sonya plus Mao is more than enough to clear the stage themselves. Assuming, you know, if you're trying to actually like do one of these runs with this team. All right, that was a support EX boosted sync, but still the first sync we got in with Whitney was pretty good, I'd say. Ooh, look at that, man! In the grassy terrain that they set. Others people's grassy terrains always feel better when you're using them. Yeah, we probably should have crit defense there, but I did also forget. But it's nice to see how well we tank that without the crit defense, because obviously, you know, if they crit, they go through your physical defense buffs and stuff, right? Damn. That one crit too? I don't think that was a guaranteed crit. I think that was just we got unlucky. We're not going to try to do too much damage with the Mallow over here, but we do want to pass turns at least. Okay, here's another crit C bomb, right? Actually, we should probably, like... Okay, we should do a few things. Oh, no, it's not crit C bomb. It's a regular C bomb. Never mind, we're fine. So, yeah, let's do that first before we sink here. Maybe we'll max up the HP just so we get, like, the crit defense. Right? And, yeah. Alright, here's the Whitney Nuke. The second one. Plus an sporty X ball. And, that did a bit less than the last time. For some reason, did we not crit? I didn't notice. I think we did. I think we did crit. I think I saw the crit thing. Oh well. You know, happens, I guess. Alright, let's see how well we can take this wood hammer. Alright, because as long as something doesn't one-shot us, we do enough damage to heal everything back up. Yeah, as long as it doesn't one-shot us, man. Tank that wood hammer pretty well with the help of physical attack debuffs and you know, defense debuffs from both Sonya and herself, I guess. But still, I mean, that was pretty good. I'd say. Alright. Even though, you know, Mallow would be the better sinker. But it's not the Mallow showcase video. This is the Whitney one. Alright. I feel like sometimes people say, oh no, for this battle you should have done this, which is much better. Which is true. A lot of times what y'all say is true, but do keep in mind, most of these showcase videos are for like one specific, you know, mostly the new unit. Right? Should we just set it ourselves? Let's set it ourselves, you know, just get the extra stuff there in as well. Damn, brick, it's super effective. Okay. Alright. Let's get one last sink in here before we go. There's Grassy Impact. And alright. I don't think we need to check that wood hammer. We probably would survive it. Yeah, it's almost max, you know, Nuke with 4 sink buffs. Or is it 5? Something like that. Well, anyways, that's for this one, I guess. Hope y'all generally guys think of the comments down below. Like and enjoy the videos for our channel for some more Palm Mouse content. Whitney is, she's nice, right? She's got her merits. I do think she's probably not the best, you know, option for like master mode, right? She is slightly much harder to make work well in master mode. Just because, again, I would say almost every terrain setter is better than Whitney in master, like the reliable ones. I'm not saying like, you know, like classic Elisa who like sets its only once. Just the ones that like at least set it like twice, right? Like, so not like, you know, beat or whatever. I'd say most of them, if not all of them, are a bit more useful. Even if you look at some of the like the Swallow ones, like Volkner or Bianca, right? Obviously Bianca's incredibly powerful damage dealer and a really good tank, right? That's why Bianca's, you know, one of the top, you know, spotlights in the game. And then you have Volkner, which can't do too much damage, but is really nice at tanking at least. And I mean, they could both flinch, but you know, flinch, paralyze, all that stuff, all the other things that Volkner does. So yeah, and Sawsbuck again can tank in certain scenarios, right? Like especially in like grass weak mass mode stages where you're running like grassy terrain and stuff, she could tank relatively well there. Other places might be a bit more suspect. All right, so I feel like in almost every just in like most situations, there's probably just better terrain setters than Whitney for all these terrains. But again, it's just nice to still have, if you're missing out on a few terrains, she just gives you, you know, 3, right? But she's definitely very nice to have in Legendary Gauntlet. I definitely do think she's really nice to have in Legendary Gauntlet. Again, not just the fact that she has the 3 terrains in those longer battles where, at least in the Gauntlet stages where The initial bar, you know, doesn't do too much damage, right? And like they slowly build up, they get harder and harder, you know, in the later bars. Although honestly, I feel like there's more gauntlet stages that are harder in the first bar than like the second or third bar. But you know, in those stages, you could slowly, at least in you know, either psychic or electric terrain, or not electric, psychic or grass terrain, you could slowly build up your defenses a bit, and you could be a legitimate tank. And again, her nuke is just very, 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 very good, right? Even if you are running her with like on type DPS, right? In that case, you could just grid her for nuke, which in a lot of situations, she's probably gonna nuke harder than your on type DPS. And then you could just instead you could focus your grids for your on type DPSs for like just pure just non-nuke damage, right? Which probably is gonna overall make your team better. So yeah, she's nice. Again, she also got the move gauge acceleration here, the crit shield, which all that stuff is really, really nice for Gauntlet, right? So yeah, she is more of a Gauntlet unit than a mass mode unit. Not saying you can't use her in master mode, but just a lot of times there's better options in mass mode. But definitely very, very good for Gauntlet. So yeah, not a must-have unit, but if you did get all the other three this month, it's nice. It's a nice pickup, but if you're lower on gems and then you miss out on her, unless you really, really like Whitney or like Sawsbuck, yeah, you won't be missing out on too much if you do miss out on her. So I wouldn't worry if you don't have the gems for her. Like she's not something you gotta have, but it's nice if you got the extra gem. So anyways, that's for this one, I guess. Hope y'all jump the guys in the comments down below. Wait, I already said my outro. Wow, I said my outro like 5 minutes ago and it kept going. Anyways, all right, sorry about that. Well, I'll see you guys again in the next one then.